What's going on, everybody? Want to bring a quick one today. I want to tell you what I think is one of the most misquoted verses in all of the Bible. And it's in Philippians 4:13. I believe every Christian, probably most non-Christians, have heard this. People quote it. It's on banners. It's on business plans. I mean, it's everywhere, and I think we've taken it out of context. And I want to tell you what I believe Paul is trying to say here, instead of the way that we think about this verse, this quote that we use. So it's in Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. It reads, "I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me." Like I said, one of the most misquoted verses. We say this like it's some kind of motivational quote. We think, I guess, that Paul wrote this from the mountaintop. And the fact is Paul wrote this from in a prison. And you have to have the context here. So to get some of the context, we're going to read the verse right above verse 13. So Philippians 4, verse 12 and 13. "I know both how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me." The context here, like I said, Paul's in a prison. He didn't write this from a mountaintop. And that's important to understand. We use this, and I've heard people use this, like, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, to achieve getting that gold medal, or to overcome whatever in sports, or to launch this business. I can do all things because it's Christ who strengthens me. Which Christ can do all things, and he can do them through you. But that's not what Paul's saying here. Like I said, you get the verse before it and the context of it. Paul's saying he's learned to be content in every situation, wherever he finds himself, whether abounding or whether being pressed down, abased in a prison cell. He's learned to be content in whatever situation he finds himself in as he's serving Christ. And that can be on the mountaintop, flourishing, or it could be suffering persecution from individuals, from whomever, governments, because we're serving Christ, and now it's, against the law, or people don't like it, so now they're throwing things at us. He's learned to be content in whatever situation he finds himself in, is what he's trying to say here. So I think this right here is where the rubber meets the road. When it says, "I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me," all things. The all things Paul is talking about, it's not about winning. Like I said, people use that quote because they're going to succeed in something, the business, the sports activity, whatever platform they're on. The all things is not about winning. It's about enduring. He wrote this, like I said, from a prison cell. And the verse before it says, well, he's learned to be content in whatever state he finds himself in. It's about enduring the valleys. I can go through anything. I can do all things through Christ. I can be all things for Christ because that's who strengthens me. That's what Paul's saying here. It's not about dominating on a platform of any kind. It's about enduring those valleys. So the next time you use this verse, Don't picture a gold medal. Like I said, dominating on a platform. Some big achievement. Don't picture that. Picture a man who says, even though I'm suffering, Jesus Christ is enough. Because I believe that's what Paul was saying here. Like I said, I believe one of the most misquoted verses in all of the Bible, taken out and just slapped onto whatever to make it say whatever we want it to say. I think we got to stop doing that. So, if you agree, like the video, got anything out of it, I appreciate y'all watching, and God bless.